How's it going, my peeps? And I'm here with the brand new installment / episode of the WWE 2K14 Wishlist series, where I talk about certain things I'd like to see, certain features and such I'd like to see in the brand new WWE video game, WWE 2K14. The first video was all about match types. Match types we'd like to see in the next WWE video game. I talked about the ambulance match, 3 stages of hell, triple threat tag team matches, and you guys had some great ideas, such as a lumberjack match, bringing back the casket match, the buried alive match. I also went over how I wanted to see the 5-on-5 Survivor Series matchup make its debut in a WWE video game. And then after that, I talked about, all the moves we wanted to see in 2K14. Maybe some new moves, some updated moves. For example, Kane's chokeslam, which I feel definitely needs updating. It's been the same for a long time. Talked about how they should add Del Rio's new super kick and the Patriot Lock, Jack Swagger's Patriot Lock. You guys also had some great ideas on this one too. For instance, the Trouble in Paradise, Kofi Kingston never kicks before hitting the Trouble in Paradise. He just goes straight ahead for the Trouble in Paradise without a kick to the gut beforehand. And Ziggler's jumping DDT, that's a great one. That's one I feel should be added. Basically, you guys had some great ideas, and now it is time to talk about the roster. Quite possibly, not necessarily the most important thing, but it's one of the most important things. The most important thing is, I'd say, the gameplay. Maybe the second thing would be the roster. And this video is going to be all about the roster. I'm going to talk about the superstars I'd like to see added in 2K14. And you guys, of course, as always, can give me your suggestions, your ideas. Which superstars would you like to see in the next game in the comment section below. So as you can see here, this is the Ultimate Warrior teaming up with Ric Flair to face off against their primetime players. I know the team of Ultimate Warrior and Ric Flair is kind of a non-tag team, but I just tried to find a way to incorporate, all of these superstars into one matchup. I thought a tag team match would be appropriate, seeing as how we've got the primetime players here. This is one of the current tag teams on the scene, and obviously Ric Flair and the Ultimate Warrior, 2 legends. Anyways, so, I would like to see all 4 of these guys in 2K14. The primetime players still haven't been in a WWE video game. We haven't seen Darren Young or Titus O'Neil in SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 or WWE 12, WWE 13. So I do want to see the primetime players added to 2K14. Their current superstars, which are featured, on a pretty regular basis, maybe not on every single Raw or SmackDown, but they're on TV on a pretty, consistent basis. I feel they're one of the more entertaining tag teams, and also seeing as how the Usos were in WWE 13, and they, at that time, really weren't featured on TV as much, and weren't in as many storylines or feuds as the primetime players. I feel PTP should definitely be in 2K14. And then you've got Ric Flair. Ric Flair, well, he recently returned on TV, on WWE TV to be specific here. So I see no reason why they couldn't add Ric Flair as a legend in 2K14. They've put him in, previous WWE video games as a legend and current superstar. And, I think it'd be great to have Ric Flair in 2K14, whether it be the old school Ric Flair or the more recent Ric Flair before he retired. Actually, I'd prefer the more recent one, but if they do put Ric Flair, I'm predicting it's going to be, the old school Ric Flair. And the Ultimate Warrior. I like the Ultimate Warrior. I want to see the Ultimate Warrior in a WWE video game that's a simulation, not... I know he was in All-Stars, but All-Stars was more of an arcade type video game. I want to see him in the WWE video game series, the SmackDown series. Right now it's no longer called SmackDown vs. Raw, but, I want to see him in 2K14. Now 14, then maybe 15, Warrior is one of those characters that I've wanted to see in one of these video games for a while. Also, Goldberg. It's no secret, people like Goldberg, a lot of Goldberg fans. With a large amount of people comparing Ryback to Goldberg, if you put Goldberg in the video game, you can be sure people are going to be playing a lot of Goldberg versus Ryback matches. Also, the Shield. You can't forget the Shields. We want the Shields in the video game. At least I want the Shield in the video game. They've been great. They've been undefeated so far. They've been a big part of WTV in recent months. So if there's any addition to be made to the 2K14 roster, I feel it definitely needs to be the Shields. And also, you can't forget Fandango. he needs to be a part of 2K14. I mean, he won his WrestleMania debut against Chris Jericho of all people. And also, Big E Langston, he's been managing Ziggler for a while, made his debuts. The Divas Champion Kaitlyn, Tamina Snuka, there's a bunch I could go on for a long time, but we're running out of time. In the comment section, tell me who you'd like to see in 2K14. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you can click that like button. I really appreciate it. With that said, I'm out, guys. See ya.